Hello, what is up everyone? My name is KaitoNolan, and yes, Social Justice are coming back. Terrakion, Cobalion, Verizon, they're all coming back at the same time. And they all need different counters. Almost. So let's get started, okay? The top counter is, yes, the Shadow Mewtwo. So the damage 5, bulk 5, consistency 3, best moveset is Confusion, Side Strike. The Terrakion is fire, no fire. The Fighting Rock. So he's weak to Psychic. In that case, you want to run the Confusion. A lot of people think like, oh, Psycho Cut is better, but no, Confusion will hit like a truck. Okay, I love Confusion, and then the sound of it, like the boom boom. I love the sound of Confusion. But anyway, so Shadow Mewtwo is the top counter, and obviously it's a Shadow. If you want to get the Side Strike, you're gonna have to use the Elite Charge TM for it, but it's gonna worth it. My thing is, I don't think it's worth it to make has the double legacy, like has the what is it, the Confusion, not the Confusion, Side Strike and a Shadow Ball. That's something that I personally don't think it's worth it. I think Side Strike worth more than a Shadow Ball, to be honest. I know some people do that too, legacy, but then you can't really roll the moves, so I just have a Side Strike running, that's it. Let's look at the defense. It's Earthquake, Rock Slide, neutral damage, and it's going to single resist close combat because it's a pure Psychic typing. So yes, the Shadow Mewtwo is literally the top counter. So just have one ready and then make the bunch of Mewtwo team and then you're good to go. Okay? So like a Terrakion, unlike Cobalion though, Cobalion is like a Reggie. It's like according to weather, the top counter changes. Like if it's cloudy, then use Fighting. If it's sunny, then use Fire. Then only in sunny you may use the ground. Terrakion, because it's a rock type, you could use water, grass, and like all the other different stuff too. But you do want to stick to Mewtwo for Terrakion for sure. No matter what kind of weather it is, just stick to Mewtwo team and you're good to go. Side Strike Mewtwo, that's it. So I'm still gonna make the video. I want to finish it right here, but I'll just show the other option. But use Mewtwo, okay? Mewtwo, Side Strike Mewtwo. And here's the regular Mewtwo. The damage 4, bulk 5, consistency 4, best moveset same, Confusion, Side Strike. So what you want to do is you start with the Shadow and you just fill the rest of the team with the Side Strike Mewtwo. The end of Terrakion counter video right there. But I'm gonna talk other counters because, you know, we all need the options, right? The Shadow Metagross is the third. The damage 3, bulk 4, consistency 1. The best moveset is Bullet Punch, Meteor Mash. Look at, even in the snow, you get the snow boost. He is the second best after Shadow Mewtwo. So just Mewtwo. So let's look at the defense. He's going to weak to Earthquake because the Steel is weak to ground. And it's going to single resist Rock Slide because the Steel resist Rock. Neutral damage to close combat. Oh, even the Psychic resist Fighting, the Steel is weak to Fighting. So yeah, the Shadow Metagross is okay. Some people it says Zen Headbutt, but no, Zen Headbutt is terrible. Just stick to Bullet Punch, Meteor Mash, but stick to Mewtwo. And here's the Mega Blastoise. Like, especially like if you get rain and you want to use a bunch of Kyogres and stuff like that, Mega Blastoise will work. But stick to Mewtwo, okay? So the damage 3, bulk 4, consistency 5, best moveset is Water Gun, Hydro Cannon, community day move right there. Let's look at the defense. It's all neutral damage, nothing special. That's why he get the consistency of 5 because they're all the same, okay? Like I said, if you get rain all day, then yeah, sure, you know, because I'm pretty sure that a lot of people get the Kyogre auto select that in a rainy situation, but otherwise just stick to Mewtwo. And here's the Shadow Machamp. So the damage 3, bulk 0, consistency 4, best moveset is Counter Dynamic Punch. And let's look at this right here. See, even in a cloudy, he is the second best after Shadow Mewtwo. No matter what, just stick to Mewtwo. The end of the video. No. So the Earthquake close combat is a neutral damage and it's going to single resist Rock Slide because the Fighting resist Rock. So Shadow Machamp is okay, but look how glassy he is. It's like potions and stuff. So Terrakion is an easy duo. Okay, easy duo. You do not need a weather for it. You could duo it so many different ways. So because of this duo typing, it's so much fun. If you want to duo, go ahead, have fun at it. But if you just want to raid, Mewtwo. Stick to Mewtwo. And the Shadow God of War, the damage to revoke 0, consistency 2, best moveset is Confusion Psychic. Please do not use Synchro Noise. I occasionally see people using Synchro Noise. It's one of those sad community day move that it really did not do any good. Here's the reason why, because the Psychic used to be 2-bar charge move, and then they nerfed it to 1 bar. And then they buffed it again to the 2-bar charge move. So that messed up a lot of stuff. Like the Azov used to be... Azov's really good Psychic, by the way. If the Psychic stayed a 1-bar charge move, the Azov would be the second best Psychic after Mewtwo. Still, for real. That's why Azov, I rated a lot. Because that's something like that I don't mind rating. And then Synchro Noise came out. It was better than Psychic, but once they made that Psychic 2-bar charge move again, it literally just messed up everything. So I still have like one Guardable with a Synchro Noise. I left it just in case in the future they buff the Synchro Noise, but we'll see. So the Earthquake Rock Slide is a neutral damage, and the double resist close combat due to the Fairy and Psychic typing. Okay, so that's why Shadow Guardable is okay, especially like it's in like windy. It gets okay, but just use Mewtwo. I don't care. I'm gonna talk about it. Shadow Alcazam. So the damage 3, bulk 0, consistency 0. It's okay. The Confusion Psychic. I have a bunch of Psychic Alcazam, and I just powered up one Shadow to level 50. That was brutal. 360 XL candies. Oh my god, that's a nightmare. But anyway, so the Earthquake Rock Slide is a neutral damage, and a close combat is a single resistance, but he's very glassy. He's very squishy, so if you don't know how to use Alakazam, don't use it. But I know how, so I might use it. That's it. But stick to Mewtwo, but I want you to know the Mewtwo is the cheap version of Alakazam. But you should use Mewtwo this time, because you should. But I don't have to. And let's talk about Mega Gyarados. The damage 2, bulk 4, consistency 3, best moveset is Waterfall, Hydro Pump. So let's look at the defense wise. The Earthquake Rock Slide is a neutral damage, and it's going to single weakness 2, close combat due to the dog typing. The Mega Gyarados is a water dog. The regular Gyarados is a water flying. Okay, it has the dog typing in it once it Mega evolves. So in a sense, the Blastoise has a better defense, like it has better consistency because it does not have any weakness. It's just all neutral damage. So, but you really do not need. I mean, you might, if you want to, you could bring Mega Slowbro to boost the Mewtwo, but it just, Terrakion raid itself is so easy. I just don't see why not. Like, just use Mewtwo and it's fine. Like, in case you want to use the Mega Slowbro, it's like one of those situations. Only one person use the Mega Slowbro and boost all the other Mewtwo. That's what you're supposed to do. Mewtwo or Alakazam. Okay? And let's look at the other Mega Venusaur. So the damage 2, bulk 4, consistency 4, best moveset is Bind Whip, Frenzy Plant, the community day move. See, even in a sunny situation, he's not that good. Like I said, just use Mewtwo. Mewtwo. Only in sunny, I accept the grass Pokemon. It's just like when it's rain, water Pokemon 5. Once it's sunny, you want to use grass? Okay, but stick to Mewtwo. So the Earthquake, Rock Slide, neutral damage, and the close combat is a single resistance because the poison resist fighting. And let's talk about Hoopa! So the damage 2, bulk 4, consistency 3, best moveset is Confusion Psychic. This is like the time the Hoopa will shine when it actuates. So Earthquake, Rock Slide is a neutral damage. Triple resist close combat. Let's talk about that. So the Ghost double resist fighting, and then Psychic single resist fighting. So that's why 2 plus 1 equals 3 situation. It's a triple resistance, just like almost like a Gengar. Gengar is a poison ghost, but the poison also resists the fighting, so it has the triple resistance to like a close combat or focus blast, you know. So Hoopa will actually work fine. I love it. I love it. So if you want to use Hoopa this time, go ahead, have fun. And let's talk about Zarud. I haven't even powered up one yet, but I have a candies everything ready to go. So the damage to bulk 4, consistency 4, best moveset is Vine Whip, Power Whip. You're going to use it as a double grass, okay? And let's look at the defense. Earthquake is a single resistance because the grass resists the ground. It's going to weak to close combat because the dark is weak to fighting, and the rock slide is a neutral damage. So I know even a lot of like PvP folks has powered up the Zarud, so I think that will work too. It's almost like a Zacian situation. If you want to throw him, it's fine. He's really not that bad. Like when I see it, like in a sunny. So maybe this will be the first time I actually use it for like unique. So. And let's look at the Concolder. So the damage to bulk 3, consistency 3, best moveset is counter dynamic punch. Lucario is not gonna be the top counter this time against Terrakion. Here's the reason why, because the Lucario is part steel, so it's going to weak to close combat and the earthquake. So if you want to use fighting, just stick to like a Shadow Machamp, Concolder, or regular Machamp. That's probably the best way. Lucario, you could, but it's just gonna be a lot of dodging. Otherwise, basically, he's going to get one shot by Earthquake in close combat. So, yes, so if you want to use fighting Concolder, good choice. And let's look at the Kyogre. The damage to bulk 3, consistency 4, best moveset is Waterfall Surf, and then the Hydro Pump. They're both fine to me. It really doesn't matter. Hydro Pump is just a 1-bar charge move, so it might be tricky, but if you want to use it, go ahead. The Earthquake, Close Combat, Rock Slide, they're all neutral damage, okay? So in case if it gets rain, I don't mind people using Kyogre, but just stick to Mewtwo. And let's look at the Esperon. The damage to bulk 0, consistency 3, best moveset is Confusion Psychic. And why this one has the flower on it? Oh my god. So the Earthquake, Rock Slide, neutral damage, and the close combat is a single resistance. So Esperon is fine. I'm pretty sure a lot of people is gonna bring Esperon too. It's one of those like really affordable option out there. So if you want to use it, go ahead. And don't forget Alcazam, but stick to Mewtwo. And let's talk about the Arga. The damage to bulk 3, consistency 5, best moveset is Metal Claw, Iron Head. So this is not a double dragon the Arga, it's a double steel the Arga. So here's the issue is because it is typing Earthquake and close combat because of the steel is weak to ground and fighting. And it's going to resist rock slide because the steel resists rock. So the Arga is something that I'm not gonna be like it's bad, but it's a tricky Pokemon for sure. I just wanted to talk about it because I know a lot of people have a level 50 the Arga too, so but stick to Mewtwo. I honestly don't know how many times I said stick to Mewtwo, but yes, stick to Mewtwo. I don't really recommend people to have like Slowbro and stuff like that because Terrakion Duo is so easy. Like if you have the Mewtwo, Side Strike Mewtwo, it's so easy, okay? So just stick to Mewtwo and you will be fine. And please go ahead and check Pokebattler.com/raise and you choose the right boss, moveset, weather, and friendship level, and then you get to see so many more Pokemon. So like I said, I could have talked about so many other Pokemon for real because of that, the dual typing, like a fight, you know, because Rock is weak to so many stuff, and then plus fighting. Terrakion is such a fun raid boss. Like you're into Shortman raiding, you want to do so many different challenges, you could have so many fun with it. So, you know, I'll work on those video, but hopefully this guy will help, and happy raiding everybody. Bye.